Hello everybody, it's Joel from Silver Arrow Cars. Thanks for joining us for another video and another car up for sale. This is our 1981 Mercedes-Benz 200 sedan with a very odd and very cool and very original 4-speed manual. This little guy's got a 4-cylinder manual transmission, brown on brown, and I love it. It's actually super cool. I was just going through it and did a paint meter reading across the whole car that you will find in the listing, but it's pretty much all factory paint from everything I can tell. The passenger fender and headlight were replaced at one point, so that is not factory paint, but everything else looks to be pretty well. You can look at the results yourself and tell me what you think, but it seems to me that it has all original paint, and when we acquired it, that's what we understood as well. So I'm just going to walk you around the car and show you all the nooks and crannies and the stuff you'd like to see up close and in real life compared to photos, and then hopefully that will be able to supplement what you need to know for your bids. So let's get up front here first. Let's look at the grille, the headlights, the markers, and the bumper. All in good shape. You can't really, it's hard to tell. We do know that that headlight's been replaced compared to the original, but there's not much difference you can tell at all. This is a European market car. I believe it was delivered new in France, and so it does still retain its European lights, bumpers, etc. Looking at the rubbers here, all in really good shape. There's very little pitting you'll see on those headlights. The acrylics or the plastics in the lenses look to be good. Nothing going on there. The chrome on the grille, all in really good shape. Emblem looks good. And across the entire car, it is a non-metallic paint, so it does show any marks, dust, scratch, and there is very little. I did notice on the hood, this is a car there's not going to be a lot to point out on. Little guy here, maybe a couple on that leading edge. Nothing on this side. Oh, a little bit on that corner, but I mean that's pretty minor. It's very impressive. The body moldings. Sorry about the shadows here. Get it from the other direction. Body moldings, all in great shape. There's a little scuff there on the fender, but the rest of the car, yeah, you can see the odd little mark here. These you don't see in non-direct sunlight, so I've chosen the end of the day here where it kind of shows everything, but really impressive. Driving this thing is incredible. Watch our driving video on it. It's got enough gusto to get moving around, but it doesn't feel completely gutless. It's actually kind of fun. I believe these tires, look at our listing, no cracking or signs of age, but I don't have a date code on them. Oh, 1807. Body, being that it seems to be original paint throughout except for that front corner, no issue with panel fitment. That's just kind of a non-issue, being that it seems as though nothing's been painted and the doors have not been off. Chrome on the mirror, really impressive. Same with up and around the window and the window seals. Perhaps the glass has been replaced on the front, but you can still see the secure Mercedes-Benz tags on the glass on the side windows, rear windows. The interior is the really impressive thing, is that everything from door panels to the interior, like these seats are just incredible. That condition is really, really impressive. So it's got the MB Tex, tan MB Tex with cloth inserts in the middle. There's a close-up of that pattern. Everything feels new in the interior. It's incredible. The dash, no cracking, no sun damage. Everything feels and looks as I would imagine it was new. Really impressive. The center stack, it does have a Blaupunk stereo in it. Shift boot, center console, carpets. We've got these newer Mercedes-Benz mats fitted to it, but it does have, there's its carpets and the original carpets and mat. Let's pop the hood here. That's your emergency brake release. Getting into the rear, again, incredible. I find it so cool that there's people that, you know, this isn't a exotic, high-end, high-performance car. It's a 4-cylinder sedan, but the fact that somebody's kept it in such great condition and given it so much care, I love the unspoken story that really tells. Doesn't matter what the car. Rear seats, there's nothing to mention. It's just incredible. Condition is, I would say, like new, which is insane for a 1981. Backs of the seats and the nets, they're not stretched out. Really, really nice. This guy, see, okay, interesting. All like new. Let's pop into the trunk here. Still has those European plates. And there's the trunk. Still has a safety reflector triangle on the trunk lid. These boot lights aren't coming on. I don't know if the bulbs need to be replaced. I would have thought those would have been working. But inside the trunk here, all the plastic liners, weird. No major scratches. It's like nothing was ever back here. Look at all this metal and the, plastic. Some original stickers. Really, really cool. So the rear lenses. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Chrome is all good. The rubbers are great. Like really, I mean, there's a little bit of wear and a nick here and there, but realistically, that's all very original. Very impressive. Okay, let's get underneath the hood. Coming down the passenger side. Sorry, we're in the shade here, but again, I'll try and find something to point out, but there's really not a lot. Look into the wheel wells. I don't know what the lighting is going to show you, but it's just tiddly. There's a little bit of paint crackling here on this fender. Little mark there. So there's the odd little mark, but they really don't show up, as this has been in our showroom None of this, you don't see it in non-direct or natural light. Okay, I got the hood popped, I think. Nope. So I'm gonna do this one-handed. There we go. Look at that little guy. I believe it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder. And you can tell by the engine compartment, this car is essentially the way it came to us. We haven't had an opportunity to detail this engine compartment, as you can tell by some of the dust, but it's got some newer hoses on it. But look at all the hardware. The motor mount, all the catting. Very, very impressive. And it always starts immediately and purrs. It's really, really impressive for how old it is and for the tiny little engine. But it's quite fun to drive. So this is going to be compliant in the US. California, as always, that's a question mark. You have to figure that out for yourself with emissions and such. But this is being sold in Blaine, Washington by us. On a Washington state title. So you'll be able to take that title and register it anywhere you want in your state and just pay your state fees. We can ship the car anywhere you like, no matter where you are. If you're in Europe and this wants to go home to Europe, that's not a problem. If you're anywhere in the US or Canada, wherever, what have you, we can take care of it for you. So please reach out, use the contact seller button. Anything we can do to help, we will. Comment, contact, Google us, Silver Arrow Cars, whatever we can do to help, please let us know. But again, Washington State clean title, pick up in Blaine, Washington, or have us arrange your shipping. Thank you so much.